So we finally get to see the car that Jaguar has been teasing us ever since that disastrous rebrand announcement. And here it is. So let's talk about the design of what they released. So with the rebrand announcement, we had gotten glimpses of what the front and the rear were going to look like, and it looks like they're pretty consistent. This giant boxy grille thing kind of gives me like YMCA pool grate vibes, and this sort of gives me like AC intake vibes, and that's a little weird, especially considering that EV cars don't need cooling like regular gas engine cars do. Now, obviously the brake lights are concealed in here, but these giant shapes here kind of feel a little bit off and weird to me. And the giant shapes here underneath the headlights seems like wasted space and just kind of a weird void. To be fair, the roofline is actually kind of a nice shape. It's giving me shooting brake vibes. The squared off window here is giving me GTR vibes. It looks sporty and it looks nice. The arrow in the front and the back looks like it's a nice touch. It has a bit of an E-Type taste, sort of a modern take on an E-Type. Once you start to see the front and the rear, it kind of starts to fall apart. Now, from a quarter angle like this, it's not terrible, but when you look at it head on, it kind of doesn't work. Clearly, you've got a through line from the roofline here down, and that's kind of a nice touch, but this space here just feels kind of weird. They would have been better off using that space for a nicely designed taillight instead of trying to hide everything in this sort of weird grille shape and then putting another Jaguar badge there. Now, the interior is where it completely gives it away that this is just a concept car. That bar in the middle, completely impractical. There's no badges or dials, nowhere for storage of anything. This is an exercise in extreme minimalism. Now, I'm pretty convinced this is a camera that will flop out, but I'm not really sure yet what that is. I have absolutely no idea. If you've got an idea, please let me know in the comments. I'm super curious what that might be. Now, to be fair, Jaguar has said that this design is not actually a prototype of a production car. This is really just more of experimenting with design language to see the direction that the brand could go. Now, that's enough of my opinion. What do you think? Is this a good design language? Is this going to be a good direction? Is the car that eventually comes from this going to be good? Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments.